What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Hope everybody's doing well today. Today's video, we're going to tackle one of those questions that that everybody's kind of had on their top of their mind, is what does this PPE header and exhaust combo, number one, look like, but more importantly, number two, what does it sound like? So that's what we're doing out here today. Out here in Arizona, it is not too cold out, but we can still do a cold start. So it is 56 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know what the Celsius is, but I'm sure you can figure that out with a Google search. but it's a little chilly out this morning. We should get a nice little cold start, and that way I'll give you guys an idea of what this sounds like. Number one, when it's cold, nice little cold start, because it is different. I believe they adjust the valve timing and aggressiveness when you first start the car for emissions purposes, to light off the cats earlier. So we'll be able to hear that. It'll be nice and loud at first, and then it'll quiet down. And then we're going to do some revs so you can hear kind of what it sounds like, and then we're going to take it out on the road, and you'll get to hear some road tests, like how does it sound on the road. And then we're going to take it back to the shop, and we're going to put it back on the lift, and we're going to do an in-depth review of what this exhaust does for us. I have the old exhaust, and we're going to actually take a look at the old exhaust, and we're gonna see how chintzy it is, and then we're going to compare that to the new PPE full header, full exhaust setup, Magnum flow mufflers, high flow cats, all the good stuff. So without further ado, let's get a cold start. Okay, now, so if I do this correctly, I have remote start on the car from 12 volt solutions. So if I click my clicker 3 times slow, we should get a nice startup. And there's where the cold start stops. So you can hear it significantly quieter now. All right, now we're gonna give the car some time to warm up, and then we're gonna give it some free revs so you can actually hear what it sounds like, you know, just revving it up. It sounds really good. All right, let's see if we're up to temp yet, because I know everybody gets all worried if we're free revving the engine and it's not up to temp. So we are up to temperature. All right, so let's give it some revs. All right, I hope that gives everybody a good idea what this thing sounds like. Just free revving, but it sounds way more aggressive on the street. It sounds really badass, so let's take it for a drive. All right, we're gonna go to my private test track off highway. So we're doing this all legally. running good today. I couldn't even shift fast enough. I should have just left it in regular drive mode. Okay, we've reached my my private track here, so we're gonna pull on out to the runway and we're gonna give it the gusto so you can give it a listen. All right, so we'll stop right here. I'm gonna leave it in D, traction control on, and we'll see how it goes. Kilometers an hour. And I'm not sure if you guys can hear this, but even the stock shifting cannot keep up with the increased torque to the wheels with the new gearing. So yeah, the thing likes to spin the tires. It's fun. All right, let's do a little tunnel run. And all right, as you can see, I'm on the freeway. I'm doing the speed limit, 65 miles an hour, and it is quiet as can be in here. No exhaust noise, no drone whatsoever. It sounds almost like stock. I mean, you know that exhaust is there. And all you got to do is tip your foot into that throttle pedal, and it will let you know it's there. Give it a downshift here, coming out of this turn on this exit ramp, and just give it a little. Woo! There we go. Gosh, that is fun. So much fun. And you know, it's only, I mean, if you want to do the calculations, it's only about 485 crank horse. So if you want to compare it to something out there, a Challenger or a Charger Scat Pack, they come factory with the 485 crank horsepower. Very, very similar to that, except as we saw in my last video, not the last one, but when I did the half-mile racing, I easily pulled away from a stock Scat Pack. I had him by at least, I believe it was 6 miles an hour on the top end. So I was just leaving him, I wouldn't say leaving him in the dust, but I was putting a gap on him pretty good. I would say I took him to Gapplebee's. Okay, we've got the car up in the lift, and Deuce is here, gonna help supervise, and we are going to inspect the exhaust and the headers on the old M56 and do a little review. All right, starting off here in the back, we've got some really nice exhaust tips. They really fill out the bumper opening perfectly. Couldn't ask for a better fit. We've got T-bolt clamps, all TIG welded, and all the bracketry of this PPE exhaust is they're all in the factory hanger locations. Makes it really easy. You can see here as we go down, the flanges are all TIG welded. All the pipe, or I should say exhaust pipe, is all mandrel bent. None of it is crush bent. The center resonators here, I believe these are made in-house. If they're not, they're MagnaFlow mufflers, which are super high quality, all stainless steel. Take a look at the X pipe here. Again, I believe this is manufactured in-house. Really great quality. Stainless steel flex sections right after the catalytic converters. Now I opted for catalytic converters. These are high flow units, both of them. And they just cut down on the exhaust smell, so you don't get that raw fuel smell as much. And they don't really hurt horsepower that much. You can see you got your O2 sensor spacer, so we don't have to run a tune. And then of course, there's the ceramic coated headers. So you can see that collector is manufactured, fabricated in-house at PPE. Again, race quality stuff here. See plenty of room in there. As long as your engine mounts are good, you shouldn't have any fitment problems. This is the passenger side. Here's the driver's side. It's a little bit more cramped because of the steering shaft right there. So that's your steering column. If we swing over here, we can get a little better view in through the wheel well. So you can really get an idea how squinched in these pipes are. Not a lot of room over here, but there is enough room. So here we've got the factory Y pipe, and just want to see how it compares to the aftermarket stuff. One interesting thing to note is the factory puts in this weird baffle, and I'm not sure if that's to protect the O2 sensor, because the O2 sensor goes in right there, or what. But that is definitely a flow restriction. And after these catalytic converters, you can see these pipes are tiny. They're very small. And not only that, is they go into this Y pipe. And if we take a peek in there, you can see, again, this is maybe 2 inches in diameter. So not very good for flow at all. Here we have the mid pipe assembly. And you can see this is where the Y pipe actually comes in and bolts to. And again, that might be 2 inches right there, but these are less than 2 inches. I want to say these are 1 7/8" inside diameter. I know they're 50 millimeters on the outside, so with the wall thickness, they got to be around 48 mil, 46 mil, depending on wall thickness. And again, the factory stuff isn't that bad. But just from a flow perspective, you're really going to be hindering yourself. So all in all, I would say, just as Juice is inspecting the exhaust there, is your best bang for the buck that you're going to get is replace these factory cats, ditch those out of there, and ditch that Y pipe in favor for an X pipe. Switch this to all 2.5 inch piping. Again, ditch this Y pipe connection and make it an X pipe, and ditch this piping for 2.5 inch piping. And as long as you got straight through mufflers, and again, in the back, you upgrade your mufflers in the back, that should give you a good solid 20-30 horsepower increase. And not only that, because it is heavy. So I don't have a scale to really measure the exhaust, and I'm not taking that exhaust off to weigh it, but I can almost guarantee you it's considerably lighter. And here we'll just do another flyby here just to take a look at the placement. So as you can see, everything is well thought out, very symmetrical, using factory hangers. Very, very nice quality out to the back of the exhaust here. And that is it, guys. Thank you for watching another one of my videos. I really appreciate it. Definitely let me know in the comments any ideas for any future videos that you'd like to see on the Infiniti M56. I can tell you that I am putting a cold air intake on from DMS out of New York. I believe it's DMS tuning. But yeah, that'll probably be the next video here in the next week or two. And from there, I've got some stuff planned for the Silverado. Always have stuff planned for the Can-Am. So, you know, this channel, we've got over 200 subscribers already, I believe. And I'd like to get us to 500 before July. That would be awesome. So think of some ideas of what kind of videos that you'd like to see. Maybe I can put something together, something that will benefit the Infiniti crowd, as well as kind of make it enjoyable for everybody. So anyway, thanks everybody. Please like, subscribe, and ring that bell if you can. All right, thanks. Have a great day.